Matt, I want you to say right now to the fucking to the stream for Dame Pesos. I want you to say, "I am sorry, I am a soy-filled bitch," and flagged your fucking videos.
I
Will you
am
do
sorry.
that?
I am sorry that I flagged them because
No,
I
no,
was
no. I
angry.
am no for doing what you did. I am sorry.
Fine,
I am a
fine, fine.
soy-filled bitch and flagged your videos.
I'm sorry. I'm a soy-filled bitch and flag your videos. Okay, you guys see it?
I see
Yeah.
a lot of Dame Pesos
A lot of
videos.
Dame
Yes.
Pesos. It's the last 6
Andy
months.
Worski. I see a Worski.
It's the
video.
shit. The shit
Worski.
about me when
Oh, you
the stuff
flagged the
first started.
Kumite too.
A couple times.
That's
The
I got
pretty
fuck?
sweet.
Yeah, it was a lot of like I said, a lot of shit's gotten under my skin, and I've acted very inappropriately, and it's all within the last few months, and yeah, and I owe people an apology.
You blame it on the Kumite because you bitch made. Because you bitch made.
You blame the fucking Kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made.
You blame it on the Kumite because you bitch made. Because you bitch made.
You blame the fucking Kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made.
Bitch made. You blame it on the Kumite because you bitch made. Not you also bitch made. Yes, you also bitch made. You blame it on the Kumite because you bitch made. Because you bitch made. Bitch made.
You pussies blame the Kumite because you bitch made. Motherfucker, you bitch made.
Yes, you also bitch made.
You're crying blame the Kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made.
Bitch made.
You blame it on the Kumite because you bitch made. Because you bitch made. You blame it on the Kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made.
Bitch made.
You pussies blame the Kumite because you bitch made.
Yes, you also
Bitch made.
Oh, you are.
Bitch made. You're crying blame the Kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made.
Bitch made. You blame it on the Kumite because you bitch made. Not you also bitch made. Yes, you also bitch made. You blame it on the Kumite because you bitch made. Because you bitch made. Bitch made.
You pussies blame the Kumite because you bitch made. Motherfucker, you bitch made.
Yes, you also bitch made.
You're crying blame the Kumite because you bitch made. Yeah, you fucking bitch made.
Bitch made.
You blame it on the Kumite because you bitch made.
Because you bitch made.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Weekend Warriors. I'm the Final Print. And yes, we're going to be talking about the elephant in the room.
Oh!
The big weeping, bearded, flagging elephant.
The big soppy soy-filled thumb-shaped elephant
Yep,
is
yep.
what you're talking about.
That's the one I'm talking about.
You know, the other night I was I popped into the cream stream and they're like, so would you like to do a devil's advocate and defend him? And I'm like, no.
Why would I?
Why would I want to burn myself? Like, no, pass. This guy, like, pretty much everything he's done is unexcusable.
No, completely. I agree.
Oh
Completely.
man.
How's it going, Brian? How is everything?
Things are going well. You know, I'm in the process of moving, which is why I don't have any content out recently. Sorry, guys. I know how much you miss me on a tricycle with multiple filters. But yeah, I'm moving and I'm finishing up the finishing touches to my house so I can sell it.
Great.
Yeah.
Fan-fucking-tastic, man. I wish you all of the best of luck on your endeavors.
What about you? What you been up to?
I have been fairly busy, you know, just running some errands for the house, all that kind of boring normie shit, you know. Let's see, who's in the chat? We got right-wing BDSM guy, Psycho216, Jacob Navo, how's it going? William Stenchiver. Yeah, how's it going, everyone? What do you think about Matt's flagging spree, shall we call it? You know?
Well, William Stenchover says, "Leave Matt alone.
Leave him alone.
Leave Matt alone. He didn't do anything."
I'm sure the eagle-eyed viewers among you noticed that I put a subscriber count from Social Blade for Mundane Matt. It's right there on the screen. It's live from Social Blade. And hopefully, you know, we'll see it go down even further, because it has gone down by at least, I think, 500 or 600 a day over the past few days. So,
oh, wow.
You know, we'll just keep an eye on that. Now, that's just a ticker, you know, a counter, if you will.
Well, I mean, will it really go down that quickly if he bought all the subs? I'm just saying, it really seems odd that he has 160,000 subs and
No, no, I hear you. I mean, look, when that thing was going on, I was like, you know what? I don't think I've ever reported anyone. And I don't even remember the link, but I think it's a video report or something like that. YouTube.com/video report.
yeah.
And I think I went there and it was empty. I didn't report anyone ever. And I've been on YouTube for a fair bit of time. Maybe not on this account, but I've been on YouTube for a fair bit of time. And I don't think I've ever reported anyone for anything.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. So, I don't have a bot army behind me or anything, to flag people at a specific mention of my name.
Mm.
So that's probably to my detriment. I guess I should get on that.
Well, I mean, what? You don't have Google alerts for your name?
No, I don't have any Google alerts at all. No, when people mention me in live streams, it just goes into the ether, and I never know.
Brian, come on. You gotta put Google alerts on your name. You gotta know when somebody's talking your shit. Hello?
Sorry, I was distracted by our chat there.
Oh,
but yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I got to be on par with seeing who be talking about me so I can flag them.
Yeah. Yeah. William Stenchover said, I would have loved to seen all the other people on that stream flagged. They asked Matt to show, but none of them did. I think if you go back to that stream, I think the one that Cog put on his channel, the 33-minute video, actually shows, I think it was a quartering. He showed his screen and showed that he had maybe 2 videos reported, and that was mostly for doxes or something like that. But you do see Matt's video reported on his window. It's a little fuzzy, but you can make out like the Morning Kumite, you can make out the Ralph retort. It's there.
Well, it's super weird that he would report these and also still keep going on them.
Yeah.
Like, you would think if you were that butthurt about it that you would just walk away.
Here's the thing, and to some extent, and this may be a controversial viewpoint, to some extent I agree with him when he did the Flag on Cognitive Thoughts channel. I just thought he was a dick about it. He was technically right. He was technically correct in that Cog didn't, transform the video sufficiently, but he's just being a dick about it.
Yeah, well, see, I agree, but obviously, I mean, and it's not technically he doesn't have to do this, but he could have probably DM'd Cog. I'm just saying.
He could have reached out to him publicly. He could have DM'd him. There's any number of different things that he could have done and didn't.
Well, yeah, and here's the other thing is that I'm sure that like half the stuff that probably got flagged does technically fall underneath the bullying guidelines for YouTube because they're so broad,
Yeah.
Which
yeah. Stenchover says he's gonna flag the stream just for shitty 90s speed metal.
How dare you, William? We're enemies now. You are no longer a admin in my server.
I'm gonna take his mod away. I'm gonna take his wrench away. Hey
yep,
there,
I guess we better silence him.
Hey there, Malachite. How's it going? I mean, look, I grew up on 90s speed metal and thrash, so to me that's more natural. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen to it. You can always mute the stream. You don't have to go all Jarbo on us.
No. You don't have to explain nothing to him.
No. In other news, and we're going to be talking in a little bit more opaque, vague terms, so we won't get taken down like H3H3 did. Media personality Axel Janose got... Also
known as Blalix Blones?
Yeah, Blalix Blones, yep. He got taken down. His website, or his YouTube channel, I think it was called Blinfoblors.
Yeah.
Got taken down from YouTube. It got taken out of Pinterest and Apple Music or Apple App Store and a bunch of other websites.
Yep. Which is really, really crazy. Like, you know, at first when you see that all of the hype all over Twitter and everything, right? You're like, oh, it's another, you know, hashtag bullshit commentary of whatever the skeptics are doing this week or something like that.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. Like Mundane Matt.
Yeah, like Mundane Matt. Yeah. And then you look and you're like, oh wow, this is legitimate. Somebody actually got like a big channel. We're talking millions of subscribers got unpersoned.
Yep. Completely unpersoned. Memory hold, if you will.
Yeah. He essentially doesn't exist on the internet other than in you know, I guess on Twitter and blinfoblowers.com.
Yeah. And that site got DDoSed, if I remember correctly, like a couple days ago.
And they sent him, he posted a letter saying that they gave him 48 hours to get rid of certain content. Otherwise, they would shut his website down.
Encouraging, isn't it?
I know, right?
Yeah. The fact that he got DDoSed is that to me speaks volumes more than anything that YouTube did with any other tech company in the Valley. You know, that just means to me that they're out to get him. Mm-hmm. And say what you will about Axel Janose or you know, Blalix Blones. His main contention was that the what did they call it? The globalists, you know, that they're out to get everybody and that they're trying to silence everybody. All they did by doing what they did was make him right.
Well, yes and no, because here's the thing. So, like, he has said essentially some conspiracy theory about almost everyone. Yeah. So how do you know which conspiracy theory it is? You know, like it could legitimately be somebody false flagging him.
No.
You know,
false flagging is one thing. Him being taken out by YouTube, Apple, Pinterest, I don't remember the list, but it's a bunch of different mainstream sites simultaneously. Again, and I don't
that's a correlative effort.
I don't want to be conspiratorial here, but damn, son.
But I'm talking about the DDoS because,
right.
You know, if you wanted to make the people that are already essentially, you know, persecuting him look worse, then you do something to him like that.
Right,
and
exactly.
And it sort of seems like those people are the ones that did it. You know, and it could, you know, I'm not saying it's not those people that did it, but if you were to, let's say, try and mess around with some misdirection, that's the way you would go.
Oh, there was plenty of misdirection. Adam Adahan is in the chat. How's it going? I'm so happy you didn't miss us. Yep, me too.
What up, Atema?
What up? Atema and you and myself, we were on Irate Prostate's channel a couple days ago talking about the Mundane Matt stuff, and it was a fun conversation. I enjoyed talking to you very much, Atema.
Would you like to defend Mundane Matt? No.
No. Take that away. Throw that out. No. My neighbors. Yep.
Oh, man.
So, we do have some videos for us to watch, do we not?
We do. Shall we go with the first one that is already loaded?
Let me just double check, make sure that I got the right window. That's the
we have a treat for you guys.
Oh yes, we do.
It's a tasty, delicious, snack-filled treat in which you guys are gonna love. This is how you should cook this item here.
And this is also in response to, I think it was Jacob who was asking if you're posting your recipes on Discord.
Yeah. Well, I'm not posting them on Discord per se. I can if you'd like me to, or I mean, I guess I'd rather not DM them to you because then I'll just put them up in public area so everyone can see them
in the public space.
In the public space, indeed, yeah. So So yeah, I can go ahead and whatever recipe you want. There's so many of them that you're gonna have to give me some names because I'm not writing down all that. but yeah, I can post that for you. And also, if you'd like, I guess I could post this recipe that we're gonna watch here in a second.
Yep. Before we do, William Stentrover says, trying to silence people who poke fun at you is just sad. There's lots of people in this so-called community who are piling on Matt who do the same shit. I kind of agree with that.
I mean, I would go with I can't disagree with that.
I can't disagree with that, but I also can't prove it. What happened on the Ralph Retort stream was proof. That was live proof when Matt, after a considerable amount of time, showed his screen and showed that he was flagging anybody from Andy Worski to the Morning Kumite to Mr. Medicare. You know,
why would you even go on that show? I don't understand this.
You know what? Fine, go on that show. He let himself get bullied to a point where he's like, yeah, I'm a soy-filled bitch, and yes, I'm here's the window of all of the videos that I false flagged. Way to shoot yourself in the foot, Matt.
Yeah, dude. Lie some more. Try lying. Did you try lying? Okay, keep trying.
How about not telling the truth? Have you tried that? Ugh. All right, I'm gonna take out the slideshow and I'm gonna put out my circle. So, yeah, that's the face of a person who's definitely had a little bit too much soy in his life, or something else.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. He's Asian, and this video is solely because Asians are industrious, and someday they'll rule the world, and we'll have no say. So
I pretty much think that this guy is a mix. I don't think he's full Asian.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I mean, I'm not Asian. I'm demi-Asian, you know, but I'm not Asian.
Anyway, so the title of this video is "Extracting Urea."
No, don't ruin it.
Okay.
I haven't watched it yet. I just saw the title.
Ready?
I'm ready.
And it's a way for the body to get rid of excess water and water-soluble waste. The exact composition of urine varies from person to person, but in general, this is what it contains. Not counting water, the largest component is urea, which mostly comes from the metabolism of food proteins. However, some of it's also generated naturally.
Is he going to drink his own pee?
The body degrades and recycles its own.
I don't know. I am not sure.
I've known people who do that, and I don't talk to them anymore.
Well, I mean, there's always the Whitney, Wisconsin video where she drinks that dog's pee. So
let's let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah. She's like, this is how my skin gets so clear, and she drinks a cup of her dog pee fresh from the tap.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Okay, let's
For this video, I've decided to continue this month's apparent theme of urine chemistry, and I'll be isolating some urea from my own pee. Then, in some future videos, I'll be using the urea to make an old, now banned artificial sweetener, as well as an anti-
Wait, what?
You have your answer. You have your answer.
Wait, what?
What?
What? An artificial sweetener?
You know, I'm gonna look that up because I've never even heard of that. Dulcin.
And Delantin. I mean, I know uric acid is a thing when it comes to like food production.
Oh wow. Okay. So Dulcin is an artificial sweetener about 250 times sweeter than sugar, discovered in 1883 by the Polish chemist Józef. I can't say that last name.
Oh shit! We got Gulf City streaming in the chat. How's it going?
Indeed, we do.
How's it going?
What
AP?
up, man?
AP, you know, he made his goal. Good for fucking you, man. I fucking love that people donated and raised that money for you in a day. That's unfucking believable.
So I've sort of got a funny story about AP. Me, me and Wild Tanuki. Wild Tanuki was a little bit wasted. We're watching videos, and he's like, "Why don't I live stream this? You know, when I live stream the commentary, I'm like, this is a bad idea. Nobody's gonna be able to see the video. Nobody's gonna be interested in this at all, right?" And all of a sudden, you know, I see Gulf City streaming in the chat, so I DM'd him a link, and I DM'd a bunch of other people, including Schmeckel, a link, and the cunt stream commenced all over his live stream while we were. It was amazing.
It looks like he remembers it too.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that long ago. It was like a week and a half ago.
I guess he wasn't as drunk as you were.
No, well, Tanuki,
well, yeah,
was definitely. But yeah, good times, you know.
Yeah. If you want to throw AP the link, you're more than welcome to.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I will do.
If he wants on, I don't know. He might be busy.
Let's play the video.
Seizure medication. Using something that was once part of me to make new chemicals is honestly kind of weird, but I also think it's pretty cool. I should make it clear, though, that unless you're living in some sort of post-apocalyptic world, this is probably the worst way to get urea. It's way easier and cheaper to just buy it or to get it from some instant cold packs. I'm just doing it to explore the science, and despite it being honestly pretty gross, okay. I think it might be fun.
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh!
That
pause game.
Your pause game is on cold packs. Oh! Wait, nope, sorry, my bad.
No, it's not. No, it is not. That's apple juice, kids.
Okay. AP cannot come on, but you're always welcome. The door's always open to you. So he doesn't have to do it, but he's doing it because he can?
I mean, that's sort of, you know, the reason behind most YouTube videos, I would say.
I mean, you and I watched some crazy shit, like the guy who was eating those really, really spicy nuts, or the guy who was smoking his ghost peppers or whatever. I understand that you can, but should you?
Well, I mean, the answer here is no, by far. You probably shouldn't. There's probably no reason to extract urea from your own piss. Unless you're trying to fertilize something. Right. I don't know.
Right.
So, you know, maybe if you really want piss-flavored fertilizer, so.
If you want your lettuce to taste like piss, by all means, go ahead and do that.
Well, it doesn't too bad. I mean, I used to pee all over the squash, and the ones that I would pee on, they'd get to like twice the size. Then I wouldn't tell people.
Mm-hmm. AP says any other time he can't come on except for the first, third, and fifth weekends of the month. So this would be, the first weekend of the month. So in 2 weeks' time, AP, you have an open invitation.
Fair enough.
Anyway, to get the project going, I had to start saving all my pee in a container, which was not super enjoyable. It took about 3 days to collect over 3 liters of the nice golden liquid.
You know, the secret to making it comfortable is to pee standing up. Not sitting down.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree with that. But, you know, it doesn't splash everywhere if you sit down. And also you get complimentary cases of Soylent.
Which I'll need to get rid of before trying to isolate the urea. Unfortunately, the best way to do this is by evaporation, which is really stinky. Because I didn't really want my house to permanently smell like pee, this step had to be done outside. I picked up a large pot from Walmart.
No.
Alarm bells are ringing.
It up on
no.
I also set up a fan off camera.
Can you imagine that? Some asshole, your neighbor, boiling off piss in their backyard or something.
Peeing into a bottle in your backyard. Howard Hughes style, man.
Just, what is that smell? Beebs, what is that smell? Where's that burning smell coming from? It smells terrible. The neighbor's boiling off piss. Don't worry about it. Like, fuck.
Continually blow on it and speed things up. As the pee is heated, proteins and minerals will start to fall out of solution, causing it to become opaque. The urea is extremely water-soluble, though, and will remain dissolved.
Looks like turkey gravy.
The goal here is to get rid of almost all the water.
The thing is, it kind of looks like beer.
Yes, it does kind of look like beer.
Yeah, but you know that just the whole area just smells like piss. It's just awful.
Well, uric acid stinks.
Yeah, of course it does.
Until I get to a volume around 150 to 200 milliliters. Surprisingly, at the beginning,
he turned his piss into a stout piss.
But it slowly got worse and worse. By the time that it was done, it absolutely reeked and was very unpleasant.
All right, pause that for a second.
While holding my breath...
Brian, you're a cook, right?
Yeah. Oh.
What happens if you take, I don't know, like, let's say balsamic vinegar. Like a cup of balsamic vinegar, and you put it in a pan and you reduce it. What happens to it?
It becomes 1,000 times more potent. And makes a glaze, if you will.
And what happens if you overcook it?
It smells like burnt tar, and I'm assuming...
Yeah.
I'm assuming this smells like burnt tar piss mixed with, like... just everything is wrong about that. Like, I guarantee you, if you were around this, you would be vomiting right now.
Luckily, I'm not.
Quickly took it off the burner and poured it all into a beaker. I then covered it with some plastic wrap and brought it inside to cool. This wasn't the greatest idea, though, because even with the plastic, the smell was easily able to pass through. It didn't stink up the whole room, but it was definitely a little gross in the area around my workbench.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! What? Oh, Jesus!
I think, by the way, chat, you can thank Brian for this. I have not watched this. I think we have successfully tortured the chat.
Oh, yeah. No, this is... I feel like... I see a Tema in the chat there. I feel kind of icky. No, this is just imagine. Oh God, that's just so gross. That's like pea curds at the bottom, you know? Fucking ew.
For your pea putain.
Pea putain, delicious.
When it eventually cooled to room temperature, I vacuum filtered off the solid stuff. As I mentioned before,
shit.
This is a mixture
this guy's got a
of
setup.
proteins, minerals, and other pea components.
He's done this before.
I waited for it to pass through, and then I washed the beaker and the filter with a little bit of water. In the flask below, I have all the liquid that passed through the filter, which is extremely dark and nearly black. This extremely concentrated pea contains all the urine.
Gross.
Looks like a beer I had last night.
I'm gonna have to chemically process
Right? Looks like just a hint of Guinness or some pumpkin lager.
And start adding concentrated nitric acid. This reaction produces a lot of heat.
Pause that for a second.
Get out of
Atema the Hun says, dude, I have 4 kids and I've done time at hospitals. I have a crazy strong stomach and this is getting to me.
Yeah, it's, oh, God. You know, the second you walk into that room, you get a sour taste in your mouth. And you've just got pee particles right there on the tip of your tongue. Just, it's sort of like, when an animal is pissed in the house somewhere and you're like, oh, no, I smell that motherfucker. Yep. I gotta find it and clean that shit up. Only this is intense. This is probably like having, I don't know, 16 Great Danes in one room.
Oh, Matt Dodge is in the chat. How's it going, Matt Dodge? We also have, let's see, Nicholas Kreuzer. Asking why though? This is the Weekend Warriors, Nicholas. This is what we do. This is our shit here.
No,
torturing you guys.
I rather like the fact that we don't overly moral fag about the topical issues of our era.
I mean, we could, but then we'll be like every other stream.
Exactly, and then you wouldn't get to see how to make urea out of pee.
Yep.
of control, so the acid has to be added slowly with a lot of mixing in between. The nitric acid quickly reacts with any urea that's present to produce urea nitrate, which is not very soluble in water.
Urea
The
snowflakes.
form of urea nitrate is white, but unfortunately, as it precipitates, it picks up a lot of colored impurities. So it ends up being a dirty brown color instead. It also puffs up a little.
It's a Starbucks latte.
Pea foam.
It's a pea puff pastry on the top there.
This reaction, because if it
I bet it's lemon flavored. Woo!
Besides the foaming, the reaction was relatively tame, but it did warm up quite a bit. So to precipitate as much urea nitrate as possible, it needs to be cooled. I continue mixing it for a few minutes, then cover it with some plastic and put it in the fridge for a couple hours. At this point,
I bet his mom was happy about that.
So I tried triple bagging it to save my fridge.
Oh, he triple bagged it.
The smell still leaked out a little, but it wasn't too horrible.
Okay. Still leaked out a little?
Okay, not to give this guy ideas, but there's a thing called duct tape.
Ziploc bags, buddy. Just to
well, you
just
said
put
he
it in
triple
the
bagged it.
But how? How did it still leak out? How did that happen?
Cause he's an idiot.
This, I would have this out of all the things that you're putting in your fridge. This is the one thing you want to be really careful with. You know?
oh, Brian. I gotta tip my hat to you. The chat is going nuts over this. Keep going.
A few hours later, I took it out, and the whole mixture had solidified. What I need to do next is
pea
filter
crystals,
it, so
yay!
I usually break it up using a glass rod. Then all of the gross brown goo.
It's chunky.
Filter. I turn on my pump, and
His
most of
pee
the
turned to
dark,
poo.
concentrated pee is pulled out.
The pea that took a
It's all
poo
collected in
by
the
Eric
flask
Cartman.
below, and thankfully, it can now be discarded. This is where all the stink is coming from, so from this point on,
the chat is
things are going to be
funny.
a lot more pleasant. I left the pump
I
on
want
for
a
several
Coke
minutes
slushie
just
now,
to
you
dry it out as
disgusting
much as
fuck.
possible, and then I transferred it to a beaker. Although the urea nitrate doesn't stink that much
Yeah, I gotta
anymore,
say, his production
it's still
value is
super
pretty
brown
spot
and
on.
gross.
It really
so
is.
I'm gonna
I
clean
mean,
it
I'm
up a
not
little.
disappointed with the video
The
at all.
easiest way to do this is to recrystallize it
It's the
from
topic of the
hot
video.
dilute nitric acid.
Yeah, mostly.
So I turn on the heat, and I just keep adding the acid.
Oh, look, he
until
reconstituted
everything
his pee.
dissolves.
Only it looks
Then
bloody
I
now.
take it off the hot plate and remove the stir bar. As the solution cools
Throw
to
that
room
stir bar
temperature,
away, bud.
the solubility of the urea nitrate will decrease, and it'll start to crystallize out.
Whoa.
Whoa. That's actually
That's
pretty cool.
cool.
That's
That's
actually
really
A
cool.
really cool shot. You know what? Golf clap.
Yeah, oh man.
Things you can do with your bodily fluids.
Exactly. Oh, now I'm gonna try this. We're gonna have a pea cooking show. Let's do this.
Big Fat's Brian channel is now gonna be Big Fat Brian's Pea channel.
Yeah. It's we'll call it we'll rename it Big Fat Golden Showers, and the whole series will be called the Golden Palace.
Yep, and I'll change my channel name to the finer uric acid.
Ooh, I like it.
To fully crystallize
Delicious.
everything, I again put it in the fridge for a few hours. Then I take it out,
Just
break it
crushing
into
some
smaller
pea crystals,
pieces,
guys.
and
Don't worry
filter
about it.
off. The crystals here still aren't perfectly white.
Now that's
but
golden.
It's definitely a lot better than before. When everything's been pulled through, I wash the beaker
Oh,
and the
that's
crystals
a lot
couple
better
times
than
with some
before. He's so
household dilute
optimistic.
nitric acid. Then I leave the pump on for several minutes
Oh,
to
gosh.
dry things up as much as possible. What's really nice is that from this point on, the prep is much more pleasant because the urea nitrate I have here is practically odorless.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Well,
now that
there
I've
you go.
separated and
Hey, look, it's
purified
Rice
the urea
Krispies.
nitrate from the gross
Or
urine,
fish
I
flakes.
need
Well,
to change
no,
it back
you
into
were better with
urea.
Rice Krispies.
To do this, I dump it all into a beaker, and I suspend it in a small amount of water. Then I slowly start adding a concentrated solution of potassium carbonate. It reacts with the urea nitrate to regenerate urea, but it also forms potassium nitrate and carbon dioxide gas as side products. So immediately, a whole bunch of bubbling occurs, and I
really love the fact that he's putting the chemistry up next to it, and he's talking about the actual chemistry of what he's doing, because it's not just some retard taking his piss and saying, "I made crystals, Billy. I made crystals. We're gonna go fertilize the lawn now. This is how we live in the prepper's world." Oh, and Tim of the Hunt in the chat, practically odorless. I feel like that needs quotation marks.
Like, are you sure about that?
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
I realized that doing this in such a small container is a horrible idea.
No. Pause it.
I quickly transfer it to a larger one.
Putting it in a smaller container was not a horrible idea. The whole thing is a horrible idea. Now.
I
don't mean to be a doubting Tommy here, or a doubting mundane Matt, but god damn it, the whole thing is just a horrible idea.
Surely this man's experiments will not go awry and be completely and utterly pointless.
Surely.
Surely.
To a larger one and continue the addition. The goal here is to just keep adding the potassium carbonate.
Oh, that's a lovely pea color.
Disappears. The urea that forms quickly dissolves,
that's
and I'm eventually left with a nice and clear solution. It's still...
Oh, really? Should I go to a doctor? That's what mine...
What the... Oh, he's throwing activated charcoal in there?
Yeah, I'm assuming probably to clear it up a little bit.
Filtration, yeah.
But you're serious? This is like a kidney problem right here? Because this is what mine comes out like every day.
If your pee is like that, yes, you have a kidney deficiency. Or
oh boy. Uh-oh.
Then again, you are a ginger, so.
That's true. Oof. Yeah, I should go to the doctor.
Still really discolored though, so I tried seeing if activated charcoal would help. It usually works pretty well, so I mixed in a small amount. Then, to get rid of the charcoal, I filtered it through some cotton and sea light. Unfortunately, it turned out to be a total waste of time though, because there was no noticeable color difference. In any case, I now need to...
Foreshadowing, anyone? Foreshadowing?
The whole thing.
Is a total waste of time. Amazing.
To evaporate all of the water. So I quickly set up a hot water bath and a fan like before.
Okay. You know, if you didn't think he had classical training now, when you see the water bath and everything, he 100%, like, I feel like this probably is a chemistry major.
No, I'm sure he knows what he's doing. I'm not disputing that he doesn't know what he's doing or anything like that. But why? Why are you showing it to us, from your own urine? Why? Why? Explain. You said it yourself in the beginning of the video. He said, if we were in like a zombie apocalypse scenario, this would be a good idea, but we're not.
Well, you never know, man. Do you have your 3 months worth of rations set up?
I do, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I do, but that's because I'm smart. I'm not gonna go and start boiling my urine and filtering it and making uric acid out of it just so I can have a sweetener for my cup of coffee.
I mean, I'd totally do it. Be like, hey guys, you want some sugar? And they'd be like, yeah. We haven't had sugar forever. It's post-apocalyptic. And they'd be like, oh, this is great. What is it? And I'd be like, that's my pee.
That sugar is all me, baby.
It's all me. How you like the way I taste? Just like the look on their faces.
Delicioso.
It's really important to not heat it up too much here, and definitely not to boiling. Otherwise, some urea might start to degrade.
Oh no, we can't have that. Sent over in the chat. Global warming is bad. So much power wasted just to boil pee.
Exactly. Well, I'll have you know, William, all of this was done on solar. Let's see here. We've got maybe try some of that their water stuff by Nicholas Cruiser. Kreuzer. Atem of the Hun, potassium carbonate smells awful, so practically odorless uric acid with the smell of bad milk. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
If the only thing that would smell better is if he added sulfur. Don't drink water, Nicholas. Don't you know fish fucking that? That's beautiful. Good job.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And if AP's still in the chat, all hail Blue Whale.
And then
and we got Irate Bear in the chat saying penis. Penis to you too, sir.
What's going on, Irate? But yeah, so I mean, look, you don't want to mess up any of this urea because it's going to be so useful in the apocalypse.
Yeah. As opposed to, let's say, guns or ammo or something like that.
Look, you can throw this urea dust in their eyes and they're blinded and they can't shoot you now.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's also your pee.
Yeah. It's
self-sustainment. Yeah, and it's green.
Yeah.
Well, dark yellow.
Dark yellow.
Hours, and I was eventually left with a thick syrup.
Ooh,
as soon
pea
as it was
syrup.
taken out of the water bath, it quickly started to solidify. I let it sit there for another 20 or 30 minutes, and it became a solid chunk. What I have here is a mixture of potassium nitrate and urea, which I'll have to separate.
No,
To
you
do
don't
this,
have to.
I'll exploit those
Oh, he does.
solubilities,
He has to.
where urea is very soluble in hot ethanol, but potassium nitrate is practically insoluble. So by adding boiling hot ethanol, I should be able to pull out the urea, but leave the potassium nitrate behind. I add a small amount and mix it around to break up all the large chunks. It looked pretty good after a few minutes, and I was gonna go ahead and filter it.
It looks like honey pie.
At the last second,
that's
more ethanol. I added a random amount that I felt was appropriate, mixed it around for about 30 seconds,
disgusting.
and
Still,
then filtered it.
he's never gonna get
By
that
the
pee
time
smell
I was
out of his
done,
house.
A lot of solid had formed, which
stuck.
I initially assumed was urea.
He's gonna have to repaint.
I figured that because the
Gonna have to
ethanol was
move.
cooling down, the solubility of urea
Are those
increased,
tobacco stains in
and
the
some
wall?
of it fell out of
No.
solution.
Yes, they are.
The next step is to
No,
heat
they are
things up
not.
and evaporate off the ethanol, and if this is urea, it should redissolve. However, even when it got to the boiling point, it was still really cloudy, so this is probably potassium nitrate.
He's adding boiling hot ethanol to render it, like tincture would be rendered. So
yeah, he's adding it to separate out the urea from the. I lost track.
yeah. So when you add the boiling hot ethanol, the only reason he added it boiling hot is so that it would do it quicker. It doesn't really necessarily need to be boiling hot, and it's probably the term boiling hot. You can't really boil ethanol; it'll boil off. So it's probably like 130, 140.
So that's in Fahrenheit to all of those Europeans in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if you're using Celsius, then get good, son. Learn some chemistry.
I get rid of it by just quickly filtering it through some cotton, and the difference is pretty significant. Anyway, I continue evaporating off the ethanol, and when it gets to 100 milliliters, I transfer it to a smaller beaker. Then I evaporate further another 20 mils or so the total volume is around 80 milliliters. At this point, I take it off the heating, remove
Welcome
the
to
stove
Blood
bar,
Pea
and
Island.
wait for it to cool.
Wait a
The
second.
crystals that
Go
form
back for a
first are
second.
very...
Go back for a second for before he pulls out that mixing thing. Go ahead, hit play.
20 mils or so the total volume is around 80 milliliters.
All right, and pause. That mixing thing looks suspiciously like a vibrator remote.
Oh, well, it's just a magnet. So usually on the scientific, I forget. There's a specific name for them, but they're like stovetop burners. they usually have a magnet on the inside that spins so that you can put the mixer on the inside. It's yeah.
Gotcha. All right, go ahead. Sorry, it looked like a
take it
penis
off the
to me.
heating, remove the stir bar, and wait for it to cool.
Like one of those pocket rockets.
Yeah, rocket pockets.
And I think it's actually potassium nitrate. As it
Whoa.
we start to see some lighter and fluffier crystals.
Oh, pea crystals galore.
Fluffy
He's making
crystals.
pea diamond.
Got to room temperature, I put it in the freezer and cooled it overnight. Then, just like we've seen before, I break everything up and filter it off. After everything is pulled through, I washed it a couple times with some ice-cold ethanol to try to get rid of the color. It seemed to get rid of some of it, but it was still quite yellow, which I didn't really like. This yellow color is mostly due to a pigment called urochrome, which comes from the breakdown of hemoglobin. It's generated pretty consistently by the body, and it's the reason why pee is yellow. Anyway, to get rid of the...
Oh, God.
Well, you've learned something valuable on the Weekend Warriors.
Yeah.
Urochrome is what makes your pee yellow.
Mad Dodge says he lied when he said it was pee he was cooking. It's meth.
This is the new method for making what is it called? Blue you know, the stuff they cooked in Breaking Bad. Was it Blue Devil or whatever they called it?
I have no idea.
No,
I
no
only watched the first
no
one.
more cayenne pepper for my customers. Now it's gonna be all pee all the time.
You know, if you watch Breaking Bad in reverse chronological order, you'll see a man who stops being a drug dealer and gets healed from cancer.
That's true. That's true. And it's a happy story at the end.
Yeah, he gets
because he has a family and hair.
Yeah.
Oh man, I miss hair.
Urochrome and any potassium nitrate that still might remain, I just need to recrystallize it a few more times from a mixture of water and ethanol. On the last run...
Hold on a sec. I'm taking a clip of this.
Yep. No problem. Take your time. Straight Sith Mail in the chat. Credit where credit is due. He knows his chemicals. Again, I'm not saying that this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. My question is, why? Why are you doing this? That's the only question I have. I don't care if you're knowledgeable about chemistry, but Jesus Christ. You're boiling your own pee to create an artificial sweetener. Why? Why?
Delicious.
Tinge of me.
Ooh, tastes like Asian tonight. That's racist.
Notes of Chinese. Swirl it around your mouth.
It's fusion. It's Chinese and French.
Psycho216 says, for science! Not wrong, not
Nothing
wrong.
crystallized, even when I put it in the freezer, which kind of scared me. This does happen sometimes, though, and crystallization just needs to be induced by scraping the wall a little.
I would be a little scared by that. You know, if you have to touch it to make it crystallize, that means it's highly unstable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his pee could have technically exploded on him.
This actually reminds me of a dessert. It usually comes with a crust on top. It's very milky. It's made of egg. Well, what's it called?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you use a burner to like get it all crispy on top, and then it's like nice and gooey in the center. Come on, you know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I don't. I'm completely blanking. You're gonna have to tell me on this one.
It's made of egg.
Made of egg.
Yeah.
Dessert crispy on top.
Yeah. Like crust. It's got like a crust on top, and it's the exact same color. Creme brulee, Brian. Creme brulee.
Oh yeah. No, well, I mean, it's not really the same color. That's. This is why I was lost here.
How to make creme brulee for my own urine.
Yeah, I was like, oh, good. Oh, is that what you? Is this where we're going? We're gonna make creme brulee with a pea topping.
Yep.
A little bit of crunchy pea crystals on the top.
Yep, you know it. And by the way, if you guys are still paying attention, Monday and Matt's subscriber count is still going down.
Oh wow, he's lost 100 since I looked down.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep.
To finalize the crystallization, I put it back in the freezer for a couple hours. Then, as usual, I broke it up into pieces and filtered it off. I turned on the vacuum pump, and I was really happy to
there
see
we
that
go.
it
There we
yellow
go.
color.
That's how you know you've made it.
Then I did a couple washings with some ice-cold ethanol.
And now it's safe to drink.
The final crystals are still slightly yellow, but it's definitely way better than before.
I hope
I
they have
let it dry
ices.
overnight, and the final mass was about 7.8 grams. I have no idea how much urea.
Here we go.
Okay. Anybody have a dollar bill?
Oh no! But I've got this light bulb and some what is that called? Steel wool. we can make this happen, man.
Trust me, man. I made bongs with less.
Oh boy.
If we can get this guy and the guy who smoked his ghost pepper in a vape and get them together, I think we can make some real internet magic.
Well, here's what I'm doing. I'm taking a screenshot of this right now. I've titled it "Not Your Father's Meth," and and I think that I think that we can meme this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play, and we'll have a free cutout for everyone by the end of the show.
This is a really low recovery. From my research, it seems like there should be at least 9 grams per liter, so minimally, I should have gotten around 27 grams.
Ooh.
It's possible that I have some sort of condition or disease that makes me make really low amounts of urea, but I choose to believe that it's because of all the recrystallizations.
I choose to believe it's because of all the soy.
Crystallization, so it's kind of a trade-off between recovery and purity. In my case, I'm using it for synthesis, so it has to be reasonably pure, and I didn't really have a choice here. If you recall from earlier, I filtered off some pea proteins and minerals.
At this point, he's sort of explaining the process, and we have our end product. We have our meth-looking crystal, blue crystal deliciousness that you could smoke in a back alley somewhere out of a glass pipe.
Psycho 216 says he only used hundreds, pleb. You know what? If you have those hundreds to use, I'm gonna put Big Fat Brian's Patreon link in the bottom.
Oh, sweet! Yeah, send 100 there.
Yeah, send 100 there, man. Yeah, by all means.
Or cocaine, if you want to do that. That too, but just don't get caught.
Yeah.
Don't put my name on it.
Yeah, no.
Oh man.
And minerals, and I decided to keep them. I let them sit out for a few days to dry. This is what
pea minerals.
I have no idea what I can actually use it for, though. So if you guys have any ideas, I'd love to hear them in the comments. Anyway, one final thing that I did was test the purity of the urea. To do this, I measured its melting point, and I got a range of 120 to 135 C. This is kind of close to the melting point of pure urea, but the range is much wider, which tells me that mine is still quite contaminated. This is fine for my future videos, though, and
his beautiful pea urea alloy.
And the reason I know this is because I've already filmed them. Both of them should be posted later this month, and if you're interested in seeing them, you should definitely subscribe and turn on notifications.
Nope.
Some of
I'm not gonna subscribe, and I'm not gonna turn on notifications.
Oh, I am. You better believe we're pulling from this later.
Tema the Hun said he could make poison with them. LOL. He could make a bomb with this shit, but he's gonna have to have a lot of fucking pee to go through.
Next video, guys. I saved 90 gallons of urine. We're gonna get a whole 29 grams of uric acid from this. It'll only take us 9 months to filter it all.
And a lot of ethanol.
I think a lot of ethanol, like a lot. I think that my hypothesis halfway through was proven right.
Yep.
He really did accomplish absolutely nothing with some very good camera footage and a lot of his own personal urine.
It's not like this has not been proven. The only reason he's able to do this, it's because it's been proven. If he's a chemistry major, if he has a degree in chemistry, why not develop something that is actually useful?
Well, I mean, to be fair, the urea crystals that he claimed from his urine there, those are legitimately actually useful. He can add water to them and throw them on some plants outside, and boom.
Let me ask you something, Brian. How much uric acid do you have to add to plants for it to be effective?
It depends on how big the yard is.
Give me a ballpark for, like, let's say an 8x5 yard.
Oh yeah, not much, not a lot. Like maybe a teaspoon.
Okay, and how many grams to a teaspoon? Do you know?
Oh, 2.5?
2.5. So in order for you to fertilize your garden, let's say 3 times, because he got about, what, 7 grams out of that?
Sorry, so, 4.2, my bad.
4.2, okay.
Yeah.
So
half of what he got, a little over half.
A little over half. So you'll be able to fertilize your garden twice.
Yeah, twice. So it's good for a month.
It's good for a month. How much is a bag of fertilizer, Brian?
Well, I would say it's probably like $5 for a small bag.
How much do you think ethanol costs, Brian?
Well, if we're doing the math on this,
how much do you think a beaker costs, Brian?
I know exactly how much ethanol costs.
How much do you think a warming plate costs, Brian?
Costs $9.99. All of that scientific gear, probably in the hundreds, like $300-$400 for everything he used. And the urine was free, though.
That's the only thing that was free.
But he can make this forever now because he has all the pieces.
Right. And that's exactly why we do that, right? We buy really, really expensive equipment to make really, really cheap products.
Forever.
Yeah, so
he can do it forever.
So by the confines of compound mathematics, he'll have paid for his chemistry set and the ethanol and the beakers and all of that stuff.
In about 300 years.
In about 300 years.
Yes.
Genius.
He's planning ahead, guys.
Grandpa, why are we living on the street? Well, you see, son, your great-great-great-grandfather decided to make urea out of his own pee. And this is why we're on the street.
You know what he told me? He told me, "Shut up and sell the pea crystals, boy. Shut up and sell them."
Anyone else think that my voice sounds like Dinesh D'Souza? Fuck you, right-wing BDSM guy. I sound nothing like that Indian guy. I like Dinesh, but I sound nothing like him.
Do you need a tooth mechanic?
I got some tooth mechanics for you. That's from last week,
We're going to pull out your teeth. It will be great, and it will taste good, and you will be healthy, and then we will give you a little bit of garlic oil, and that will cure all diseases.
Yes, and at the end of the day, after we're done with your treatment, we're going to put some uric acid on your tooth, and that will numb the pain.
You're never going to believe where I got this from.
Yeah, that's a great conversation starter. So, you see that bowl of sugar over there? You'll never believe where it came from.
Oh, that's great.
All right, all right. Let's. I think we're done with this video because he's just talking about his channel subscription and notification and all that fun stuff. So let's get back to the chat here. And oops, sorry, I did not mean to do that. Chat, how was that? Was that good enough for you? Was that good for you like it was for us? Because let me tell you something, that was fucking magnificent.
I'm so glad we picked this video.
Wait a minute.
Man.
Athema the Hun has a good suggestion here. Well, we should do a dramatic reading of an op-ed from USA Today, because that's a waste of time and resources.
Oh man. Well, I mean, by that logic, we were gonna have to go over so many different news sources. Come on now.
Well, we could always watch a mundane mad video, and that will completely waste everybody else's time.
Oh God. Oh God, no! Please don't make me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like copyright infringe you there, Tema the Hun. We're not gonna actually do it. I was just joking around. We're not reading articles on this channel. We tried it once and it didn't fucking work. Be thankful, chat.
That's, I personally, I like when other people do the article format, but I don't personally like doing it. I don't know why.
I can read it in a decent enough voice and cadence and everything, but if it's boring to people, I'm not gonna fucking do it. There's a thing. It's called YouTube. It's show don't tell. People can go to the article and read it by themselves and come to their own fucking conclusions. But watching a video, that's a lot more entertaining.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, do you have the other one lined up and ready to go, by the way?
Which other one?
The BuzzFeed one.
I
yes,
can.
Yes, people.
Yes,
people. We're fucking going there. We're going BuzzFeed today.
Think stuff you hate combined with more stuff you hate.
Yeah, let's poll the chat. What do you think people really dislike on today's internet? Well, what do you think people associate with, let's say, Nazis or far-right activists? Anyone?
I saw Oliver from afar.
Whoa. Pause it.
Why did it start? My bad. We're good. We didn't give away anything.
We didn't give away anything. Yep. Just make sure you scroll it back so we have it ready to go. Oh, I love her shirt. Love her shirt. That's beautiful. You'll see it in a moment, chat. But what really riles people up on today's internet that makes people go, this needs to be banned? No, not Kermit and Casper. No. What do people want Trump to ban? For the most part. Weebs, people. Weebs. Fucking anime.
Wait, really? That's a thing?
What?
That people, they want Trump to ban weebs?
Well, they want him to ban anime. There's a lot of memes going around of Trump doing his, I just signed this bill, and he shows it to the camera, and it says, ban anime now. I can't be the only one who knows this.
No, I've never even seen that.
Carl DeGrosse, I do not sound like Dinesh D'Souza. Fuck you.
So shall we partake of this video, sir?
Hold on. No, I didn't say that anime is Nazi now. It's just you see it a lot on the internet today, that a lot of those people who are quote unquote Nazis, they all have anime avatars. They're all into weeb shit, and I William Stenchover, fuck on anime, ban it. Yep, exactly. And
I agree.
After watching this video, I think you will agree. That we
fully
should
agree.
Now, I will qualify this. I do have some GIFs in the meme reel that have some anime and hentai and not hentai, anime stuff on it. It's because those are quality anime, either series or movies. I have stuff from Ninja Scroll and Bleach and stuff like that. Things that I consider quality. I will not put on Naruto or what else? Pokemon. I will not put any of that shit. So.
Wait. Whoa. No Pokemon?
Next week, maybe.
No Pokemon. I rage quit. Fuck this. Pokemon is not anime. How dare you? Ah!
What is Pokemon then?
It's Pokemon. It's its own genre.
It's its own genre.
It doesn't. Get your goddamn dirty weeb hands off my Pokemon.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up the My Circle. So, everybody, feast your eyes upon this wonderful human being.
Question.
Yeah.
Soy boy or lesbian? Your choice.
I would take and yeah, hashtag not all anime exactly. I would take uric acid lesbian. Just based on the color behind her.
I mean, yeah, that does fall within. I agree.
The color scheme for this stream has been defined pretty early on today.
Yep. You forgot to put a man peeing on the side of the road in your background. But also, just before we start here, I've got two tweets that I put out there that are base screen caps from the P video. If you guys would like to meme them up, just so you know. One of them is the ureic crystals at the end, and the other one is titled "Apple Juice." Anyone?
Delicious. Okay, make sure that you roll that video back to the beginning because it's like 3 seconds in, and we'll get this this show started. And we're not gonna go long.
From the very first moment I saw him.
It's not stopping. There we go.
There we go.
That was weird.
That was weird.
I'm gonna refresh real quick.
Yeah, hit refresh. We're not gonna be going on for long today, guys. This is probably gonna be the second and last video we're gonna watch. So let's make the most of it, shall we?
Yeah, I agree. Let's do this.
Okay. Should I hit refresh on my end as well?
Probably.
Okay.
Because I'm at 0-0 now.
Okay. Loading. Okay. Good.
Like panic attack.
What?
I saw Oliver from afar. It looked like he was under a spotlight. From the very first moment I saw him, it was like the angels cried.
Oh God, what are we watching?
He was under a spotlight. From the very first moment I saw him, it was like
and
the
why did it
angels
restart?
cried,
I don't know.
and I just knew from there. It was love at first sight. Oh.
Pause.
She's not gay?
Okay, can you turn off conference for a sec?
Okay. There we go.
Let's see.
It was love at first sight. Oh.
How anime helped me chase my dream.
Oh boy. Oh, where have you taken me?
Let that soak in, people.
Yeah, it's real soaked in there. Soaked into the carpet, and I can't clean it out. I can't get rid of it. Why? Oh, Jesus.
All right, go ahead, hit play.
Growing up, going to school was very difficult for me because
you're a ginger.
I would suffer from anxiety. I would always.
You're a ginger. This is why.
It was very hard for me to
grow some balls.
The ear gauges and the lid turned around does not help your case, my friend.
Yeah, the narrow shoulders and soy body also doesn't help.
And the fact that you can't even grow a full mustache, but you can do a beard.
Well, that's a ginger thing. I can't grow a full mustache.
I've seen gingers with full mustaches. This is doable, but you see the wide eyes, you know the fetal alcohol syndrome eyes. The lack of a fold between his above his lip.
Upper lip.
Well,
yeah,
that's fetal alcohol syndrome right there.
Yeah, the elongated upper head.
Yep. That's a damaged human being.
I would say if you shaved his hair off, his ears would probably be lower than normal.
Oh, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Atema clenching intensifies. Yep. Keep it going. Keep clenching.
Oh boy.
Strengthen
Growing
those.
up,
those
I really
floor
didn't have
muscles.
the best childhood. I had a lot of instability, moved around to multiple guardians.
Oh
God.
2010, she was normal.
She actually looked decent.
Oh, rest in peace.
Oh, good God. Hold on.
My penis salutes her funeral.
Hold on. I'm going to pull this back
I had a lot of instability, moved around.
Feminism in anime, not even once, people.
Once. Oh, the timing!
Senior year, 2010. You're 28 now, or 26 now.
Yep.
And look at you.
What a waste. What? Ruined. I mean, just sad. This is sad.
This is how anime ruins lives.
Yeah, that might as well be the story right here. How anime ruins lives. Look at that. She was a chat of a woman. She was in her prime. She could have had whatever she wanted, but instead she got anime.
Yeah, she's not half bad. Oh god.
On to multiple guardians, was even in the foster system for a little while. But Naruto's backstory of loneliness and social...
I'm gonna compare myself to an anime character because that's real life, people.
You know, I've seen this a lot with people who've been in the foster system. They often live this life of like make believe, if you will. You know, because it's hard to cope with all the shitty things you go through in the foster system.
Yeah. And do you know anything about Naruto? Like
no, I wouldn't dare soil my brain with this dirty weed.
I watched the first season, okay, just to like try and get an understanding of what this is, and I stopped very quickly. Do you know what Naruto is? Not the series, like what he is.
Demon furry fag thing? I don't know.
Yep. So this
I was right. Amazing.
Yep. He is a demon fox trapped inside the body of a human.
Wow. Yeah. Like, look, when I saw people that said they were into Naruto or however you say it, I automatically thought gay, but now I'm going to think gay furry.
Yep.
Jesus, that's sad.
And this is the person that she's comparing herself to.
Social ostracism is the first thing that you learn about him in the show. And never before in my life had I seen my own struggles reflected in a TV show like Naruto.
So you've had a lot of ninja battles, have you?
The only time I've ever seen Naruto, it was a scene where is Naruto the one that's in red all the time with the blonde hair?
The Naruto is the one on the right. He's the guy with the blonde hair.
Oh no! This is that's Inuyasha. See, I'm even mixing them up.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Inuyasha is Dragon Ball Z for girls.
Okay. So that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. And anybody in the chat who disagrees with me, fuck you. Fight me.
Fight me IRL. You don't lift, boy.
But I mean, really, like, oh yeah, I'm comparing myself to Naruto and all of his struggles. So you fought people on while standing on water, huh? Is that what you're saying?
It's a metaphor for her life, though. She was standing on water when she was in the social system. You know,
yeah, while she was going through the foster system. Yes.
Unstable.
Yeah.
And she had to float.
Yes, and she's also a demon fur fag.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure she is, actually.
I immediately had the urge to want to join in on that community and go to conventions, but no one in my small town even knew what...
Again, not bad looking. A little bit of wrinkles on top, but not bad looking.
I mean, she's making that face with her face. But look, that's 2013, where she was hiding this horrible fetish about a skinny soy boy with magical fox powers, and she should have never let it out. Just stay in the closet. I'm sorry, not if you're gay, but if you're an anime fag, stay in the closet. Just your life's going to be a lot better.
A lot better.
You know, go to those conventions under a pseudonym.
Yeah. Cover your face up. Put a bag over your head or something.
Yes, and then take it off only to yiff.
Only to yiff.
So I really mustered up all the courage that I had, and I pushed myself to go to the first anime convention by myself.
Oh, fuck. Does she not think... Because I'm assuming... It changed my life. I'm assuming she met someone, right?
I think that's where this video is going, yes.
Does she not think that it's a little odd that she dressed up as a man and met someone?
Well, not to disclose too much information about myself. I'm not a weeb. I don't go to these conventions, but I do look up some pictures every now and again. And if you know anything about cosplay, most of the male character characters on these shows get cosplayed by women because they look feminine as fuck on those shows.
Fair enough. You have a good point there. I concede my point.
No, you don't have to concede it. I'm just explaining to you like that's.
I concede it.
But let me ask you something, Brian.
Yeah.
Let's say you're into anime. Okay, and let's say that you take the.
Hold on, I'm checking my penis right now.
Hold on. We'll get to that.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm into anime.
We'll get to that. Let's say you like to cosplay and you like going to conventions. Let's say you stumble upon this whatever this is. Would you smash?
I mean, yeah, because I can.
Not because you can. Would you find that attractive?
Out of all the other ones there, nah. Probably not. That's too androgynous.
Hold on a second. While this is paused on screen, I'm gonna go and look up some Naruto cosplayers. Okay.
I was gonna say too androgynous for me. Needs a little more curves.
Yeah, I agree. It does need a lot of curves. But I mean, let's see.
I might actually, because I've heard that there's a the biggest anime Comic-Con, I guess, is in San Diego, California. And I was thinking about going to that just for shits and giggles, so I'd have some content to throw up.
Right. Shoot. So I'm gonna put this up on screen real quick. There you go.
I'll go to Shrek.
That's what if you look on the screen right now, that's what actual cosplayers look like.
Oh yeah,
female, and who are a little bit more attractive.
Yeah, way hotter.
Way hotter.
I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah, she's definitely, if we're going to cosplay standards here, she's a 5 out of 10. There's no doubt about that. I've seen some cosplayers that are just like, damn,
Yeah. Hang on. Let's go to the image search real quick here. Okay. This.
You got that safe search on, right?
Oh yeah. Moderate. This is a female. This is a woman.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
This is a female character played by a female cosplayer.
And what we're looking at on our My Circle screen here is just Ellen DeGeneres.
Yep, pretty much. Ellen DeGeneres in cosplay.
Yeah, pretty much. This is the Ellen DeGeneres cosplay there.
I remember, because I'm a 90s kid, I remember how everybody wanted to bang Ellen DeGeneres when her show was on. Everybody.
Really?
No.
Okay. I was like, wait a sec. Did you grow up the same era I did?
No, absolutely not.
The sarcasm wasn't sarcastic enough for me there. I'm like, wait, I mean, I've been lonely a couple of nights, but still, I wouldn't bang Ellen DeGeneres.
The finer weeb. Yes, I'm the finer weeb, right.
Oh, boy.
Right-wing Biddy Sam guy. Fuck yeah, I'd smash. You'd smash anything. Alright, keep going.
Blur, boom.
Everyone that I met there was so inviting and so welcoming, and I immediately made a ton of friends that I still have to this day.
Oh boy.
I saw all of them.
I'm sorry. Hold on, we gotta go back to that.
We have to go back.
Oh, right there. Right there.
You mean the dude on the right?
Yeah, you knew exactly who I was talking about. Oh, that's great. This is my weird friend Kevin. He looks like a serial killer.
Yeah. And see the guy on the left, upper left?
Yeah.
That's the guy who didn't cosplay as anything. He's just there to creep.
Pretty much. Like, you can see the fact that he smells like BO and he doesn't have a chin and he's covering it with his hand.
Right. Right-wing Biddy, same guy says the center left one is hot. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying that all of these people are ugly. Not far from it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's really only 2 that are smashable in this picture. Well, I would say 3 because she's pretty smashable before she cut her hair off.
Right, but this is from 2018, and yet you look at her in the current BuzzFeed incarnation. Oh God.
I often wonder if they specifically did that for the BuzzFeed video, though. You know
what the ear gauges and the curly hair.
Well, she has the ear gauges already. You can see them in this photo, but the curly hair, the curly short hair. I feel like maybe they did do that for the video to make her look more androgynous.
No, I don't buy that. I
No?
don't buy that at all.
Because it says Anime Expo 2018. It's 2018. She has long hair.
Yeah, yeah, but if your diet consists of anime and socialism, this is what you end up looking like.
We got right-wing BDSM guy. The center left one is hot.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you already read that.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yep, that's okay.
I saw Oliver from afar, and he was in my favorite character's cosplay.
She started dating the serial. Oh my God, it's that guy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no wonder he looks like a serial killer then. I mean, gingers have no soul. I can confirm.
Nobody killed Copper Cab.
No, he knows. He's just in denial. Let's be honest. This is sad. that was, oof. Yeah, you turn that beard black and you put a wig on it, and he just looks 10 times creepier than he already does.
Yep.
Thereon, we started making videos on YouTube.
This comes back to the main point.
That I've always wanted to create my own videos.
Because you can doesn't mean you should.
We were struggling a lot. It was our first time on our own. We just moved out, but no matter what, we never stopped going to conventions and making videos.
Oh God! Oh no!
My social anxiety, it was really difficult for me.
They have a channel,
but anime and
I think we have a new lolcow, everyone. Oh, this is gonna be good. Next week we're gonna have some content.
Next week, people, we are gonna check out these guys' channel. Absolutely. Thank you, BuzzFeed.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. You know, never before have I thought I'd be thanking BuzzFeed for some content.
Oh, BuzzFeed is fucking great for content. The problem is that all their videos are the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Cosplaying pushed me to believe that I can do it. I can accomplish this. So I never gave up, and I always pushed myself to make my visions come true and fight my anxiety. And I continue to create. I gained the skills to land a job here.
So without that experience, me and Oliver would have never started making videos. We would have never started cosplaying. We would have never moved to Los Angeles to follow our dreams.
They're so soy. This is soy overload right here. This is exactly why you don't do that. Oh God.
You know what? Here's the thing. Anime is not a panacea for your life's trouble. Anime is a genre of animation. I can say confidently, I've watched hundreds and hundreds of hours of anime. I've watched thousands and thousands of hours of movie. I will never say that a movie or a television show changed my life or caused me to like go into this like deep quest and soul searching. This is moral fagging, but in a different way.
No. I'm just gonna live my life like Fight Club from now on. One of my favorite movies. Yeah. No, I'm now a crazy character. I believe in myself as Edward Norton, and you have to accept this is
anime. You know what? You know what? Meme this fucker. I want to see memes of that on Twitter. I want to see you doxing me as Dinesh D'Souza. Let's go. Let's go, fucker. And don't forget to tag him.
Hold on. Somebody needs to do a screen cap of that corner piece of the live stream here.
They're saying we're
buffering. An avatar.
They're saying we're buffering. I'm looking at the stream health. Everything seems to be fine.
I'm not seeing buffering, and I'm looking at the actual live stream.
It says video output low, not getting enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Well, that's weird. All right, let's finish this up real quick.
We got a minute left.
We got a minute left.
When I think about it, if I was never into anime in the first place, I would have never gone to conventions, and I would have never tackled my anxiety.
I would still be living in a small town with my life dictated by people that constantly told me that I couldn't do it. With anime in my life, I have role models like Naruto, whose life dream is to become the Hokage, the most powerful ninja ever, and his motto is never give up. Believe
Anime teaches you that no matter where you come from, your childhood, your personal setbacks, none of it dictates what you're able to achieve. I've met so many incredible people where we can connect and enjoy how freaking badass anime is.
I just think that it's...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now that's my kind of anime right there.
Now.
Hey, she's got a bit of a fugly face, but them titties ain't fugly.
I mean, the guy on the left is the guy from the other picture, that group picture. And you see that he's not cosplaying. He's there to creep.
Wait, are you serious?
Look at him. He's not wearing any costume. He's not wearing a wig. He's not wearing...
Is that really the guy from that picture, though? Are you sure?
Yeah. If you go back, you'll see that it's that same, like, red shirt. It's from the same convention.
Wow. You were spot on. Yeah. Amazing.
Look at his haircut. It's the same dude.
Yeah, he's got that creeper haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Anime is.
I just think that it's really amazing that our entire generation grew up with these characters that pushed them to never give up, follow their dreams, and I think that that's really special, and I'm really proud to be a part of that.
Anime has brought me here at BuzzFeed.
Watching Mundane Matt changed my life. I'm gonna dedicate myself to Mundane Matt cosplay.
Oh my god, that'd be brilliant. You just have to get a thumb avatar now, and paste your face over the center of the thumb, and then have it holding a bottle of Soylent.
Yeah.
and you're good.
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is turn on notifications for Mundane Matt's thumb, which is what your channel name will be.
Just an FYI, when we started the stream, Mundane Matt's sub count was 159,547.
Yep.
It is now 159,424.
He is down a third of the subs I've ever had in my life.
Oh, good God. That yeah. That was painful. But on the upside of this, whoa.
What?
159,392. He just lost like 50 subs like that. Oh my God.
Oh.
And it keeps going down. I fucking love that. That's amazing. Oh.
That's I mean, well, it's deserved. Let's be honest.
I'm not saying... Look, I don't wish anybody ill will, especially not on YouTube, because as we can see right now, it can come back to bite you in the ass pretty fucking bad. But
well,
in terms, hold on, let me finish. In terms of what Mundane Matt did, in terms of what Jeff Holiday did, in terms of what Crowd did, and Zeph did, and Liz did, all of those people that did this shit, and it was public, it was publicized, everybody fucking saw it. For them to come around and say, oh, everything's back to normal, fucker, no. Everything is not back to normal. It will never be.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, so, like, I don't know if you know this, Jeff Holiday got promoted on PewDiePie a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And his numbers are looking better than they ever did before.
Was he promoted, though, or was he just featured as an accidental clip?
No. Well, okay, so they promoted Dr. Phil, actually, right? And they had the Jilly Juice episode, and he was like half of it. And the thing is that I think, I mean, he was mentioned in it. He said his name and his channel was mentioned, so that's promo to me, you know, especially on a channel with 64 million subs.
Yeah, the biggest fucking YouTube channel. I mean, I'll take half of that, you know.
I'll take like 1/38 of that and still be fine.
Yeah. No, I'm talking like the numbers that he got, not talking Pewdie's numbers. But yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is that they think that all of this is going to be forgiven, or that all of this is going to be forgotten, and it isn't. And you know, even when Kraut went on to talk to Tonka on the Kumite a couple weeks ago, you know, even still, he admitted to doing a lot of shitty fucking things.
Yeah.
And yeah, Straight Sith Mail. I saw the Devil's Advocate video about Aiden Paladin. Believe me, I'm gonna probably do something about that as well. I'm probably gonna do a video about that. But you gotta remember that the internet does not forget, and it also, more than likely, does not fucking forgive.
Yeah, I'm betting Mundane Matt's really feeling that burn with the racist bear jokes.
And look, if you go through my Twitter, right, and if you go through my social media history, or my YouTube channel, or my comments, all of that stuff, right, I'm sure you can find something embarrassing or something cringy that I said or did or whatever, or a video that I did that's cringy. I can live with that. But what I don't do is lie about people, or lie about what my actions are.
Yeah.
That's what Mundane Matt, Jeff Holiday, and Kraut did. They lied. Or lie by omission. You know? Like, oh, I didn't have a doxing server, but you did spread doxes.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
I don't know. When it comes to like the higher echelons, you know, the big YouTubers out there, well, I mean, big is a relative term, obviously. Right. But you like in the 100,000 range, you find a lot of that like everywhere, and people you would not expect. Believe me, there's a lot of people out there that will do and say things that are completely opposite of what they do when they're, let's say, in Discord. So I'm not really that surprised.
You're roboting a little bit. Can you just refresh and jump back?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Yeah. William, caught lying about what? You know, if it's about his history, he can say whatever he wants. Nobody knows who he is, and I don't give a shit. You know, I for one am of the mindset that I enjoy listening to entertainment while I work. Sometimes I find the Kumite entertaining. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I find it boring, and I tune out. I don't get caught up on whether or not he's 5'9" or 6'11". You know, I don't.
Yeah, little tiny exaggerations like that aren't really.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even call them big lies. Like if somebody says they're rich on the internet and they're not really rich, you know, like who cares?
Who cares?
You were exaggerating. Oh no, you know. No. But if you're like, yeah, I wasn't doxing people, and then you've been doxing them and had a shitload of bots flagging channels, then yeah, maybe that's a little something to care about.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Or if even worse, after you get caught in a lie, and you promo a video or a stream where you rickroll the people who were gonna listen to you apologize instead of actually apologizing.
Yeah, that's true.
Those kind of actions.
Because you're essentially saying to your own subscribers, I don't care what you think about me. Fuck you.
Exactly. Carl Gross says it's not necessarily the doxing that is so bad. It is what the psychopathic mob does with the fox that makes it bad. Oh, the dox. I agree. It's not about necessarily the actions of the people. It's about what happens afterwards. It's about the aftermath. Again, the internet doesn't forget, and it does not forgive, or at least for the most part, it does not forgive. I can't point to a single person that I've been critical about, publicly or otherwise, that I've gone back and said, you know what? Oh, I'll forgive him. Everything's cool now. Everything's copacetic now.
Yeah, neither can I. I mean, to be fair though, I've always hated Jeff Holiday. Before it was cool, because I'm a hipster and have a V-neck shirt and a scarf.
I used to be subscribed to Jeff Holiday. I used to enjoy a lot of his videos, because a lot of his videos were actually good. They were decent.
No, they're not. They're not.
In my opinion. In my opinion. Can you do a Pinoid impression to read that psycho chat? Because Carl the Girl says that's a Pinoid impression.
Yo, dog, where all the white women at?
But no, I mean, in my opinion, I thought that the videos were decent. And then this shit happened. And I started looking into his videos a little bit more in depth. And I'm like, you know what? He's pretty inconsistent.
He's inconsistent. And I watched a video where he was reading out of a psychology book that he was specifically stating that they use for the course that he was talking about, the video he was responding to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he read it, and then he interpreted what he read completely wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, is this what you do for all your videos? And then I clicked to the next one, and he did the same thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is terrible. You're like a fake skeptic. What is this?
He's not a fake skeptic. He's just a bad one.
Yeah, a really bad one.
And then the same thing when we covered this last week, the armored skeptic. You know, all of these people who are not, I don't want to say experts in the field of whatever it is that they're covering, but let's take Teal Deer, for example. He may not be an academic per se, but you can tell that he knows his shit. And he is very careful about researching what he says before he actually says it. Jeff Holiday, Armored Skeptic, a bunch of others, all they do is, well, you see, I used skepticism to debunk this video of a feminist who's saying that the wage gap is real. Yeah. No, fucker. You just made fun of her, like we all do.
Right? Well, and Carl DeRoe in the chat says, at Big Fat Brian, Jeff Holiday is a pseudo-intellectual. He is a 50-50 blend of total BS and information. I would say it's probably a 70-30 blend where it's mostly
90-10.
BS.
Yeah.
Yeah, 90-10 too, yeah. Well, so I'm not an anti-vaxxer in any way. I actually completely believe that you should vaccinate your children. But he didn't bother to explain the science behind it, and he just went after the anti-vaxxers, and I'm like, oh my God, you are killing me, man. You're not explaining that the science behind vaccinations and why we do them so early is because it's a greater good scenario for medicine.
And I have a simple debunking technique for the anti-vaxxers. Okay, people who say that vaccinations cause autism. I tell them, do you think that autism didn't exist before vaccinations?
Well, yeah, and the fact that they cite like autism's on the rise and everything.
I don't care about that. Autism existed before vaccinations. That's a provable fact. It's historically documented, right? They just called it a different thing. They called people simple, you know.
Yeah, or weird.
Or weird, right? You know, they burnt them at the stake for being witches because they would have like these autistic screeching fits, and they burned those people, but they were autistic. And I don't care what you cite, I don't care what sources you go to, all of that stuff is irrelevant because vaccinations in their current form have existed for maybe 150 years.
Well, I mean, they've changed a little bit, but yeah, for the most part, the way that like a live vaccination would work has been sort of the same. Yeah,
it's been sort of the same. And if you look at the population of the world from 150, 200 years ago, and you look at the morbidity rates that have happened 200 years ago and compare them to what's happening now, you get a lot more people getting born and a lot more people with autism. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, no, and I was just about to explain that. Is like, so think 100 years ago, right? Do you think somebody with severe autism would have survived very long 100 years ago?
Probably not.
No, they'd be screeching in a corner and starve to death, or do something stupid and get shot by somebody else who doesn't give a shit about the laws. And well, it was 1918.
Or sent to a sanitarium. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
These people,
how well do you think laws are enforced back then when it comes to screeching retards?
Yeah, these people were considered to be mentally ill.
Yeah.
They were not considered to have a condition that affects their brain functions and their socialization skills. That thing was not well known. And like that, just now, I have debunked anti-vaxxing in a much better way than Jeff Holiday ever fucking did and ever fucking will.
Carl DeGrobe talking about pre the age of 5 triggers pre-existing conditions that would be laid dormant. He's absolutely right about that. And that's why, like, specifically on the CDC website for the measles mumps vaccination, it shows 3% of the population that takes it will suffer brain damage. And 3% of roughly 60 million a year is a big fucking number, but that's not autism.
No, it's not autism. And nobody's saying that vaccinations are foolproof 100% all of the time.
Exactly.
But to sit there and claim that they cause a condition that is genetically brought down through the genes. That's what genetically means. I'm gonna be Jeff Holiday here for a second.
It's alleles. If you're being specific.
This is gonna be my Jeff Holiday impression as opposed to Dinesh D'Souza. The genes cause a genetic deficiency that causes the genetic autism to genetically manifest itself.
You need more smugness and more sarcasm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I suck at smugness.
I know. You're gonna be like, these stupid plebes. They don't know what vaccinations do. I am right, and you're anti-vaxxers, and you are wrong and scum and racist.
Yeah. And look, guys, we will have a conversation about this. I was just venting.
I know. Same here. We sort of went off on a tism fit on our own.
Yep. That's because I have ADHD and I also have dyslexia. So there you go. Self-docs.
Oh shit! But that's sort of ironic because I have dyslexia.
Oh shit! I'm gonna go flag my video. All right, fellas. I think we're gonna be done for the day. I have shit to do. Brian, you have shit to do. You have to finish your move.
Yeah.
But Psycho 216 just needs one more. Huh? Gay. There you go.
That never gets old.
Never gets old. So. Just a point. Once you have a child that falls into the 3%, you get gun shy. Trust me. I really don't want to have this conversation now, Carl DeGrosse. I really don't. I have shit to do. So, but we will talk about this. I might make a video about this subject at a later time. I don't know. But thank you everybody for tuning into the Weekend Warriors. Thank you everybody in the chat who stuck around. Big Fat Brian. Pump your shit.
Thug life, guys. Go subscribe to Big Fat Brian, even though I don't have content for like another month. So,
well, yeah, Brian is moving, so you folks have to be a little bit more patient with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will be ending the stream for today. Have a good night, everybody.
Before you end, I just want to say one thing to Carl DeGrobe. I believe that you should have the right in a free society to say no.
I agree.
Thug life, guys.
Thug life, guys.
I thought that went pretty well.
Hot mic, Brian.
Oh.